Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining our webinar today. Really excited to have you all. Our webinar today is Tips and Tricks in Microsoft Teams in the Healthcare Industry. I am Sarika Goel. I'm the project lead at ThinkAI. I specialize in SharePoint and Teams. I have with me Hava, who's going to be leading the presentation today. Hava, over to you, and it's all yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarika. My name is Hava Martin. I'm the marketing coordinator here at ThinkAI. And also with us today, the marketing coordinator at ThinkAI. We are a software development company for thought leaders. Our core services include technology services, cloud services, and other applications of technology, including artificial intelligence, business intelligence, and chatbots. Also today on the call, we're honored to have with us our partner, Anshuman Sinha, the CEO of Optimism Global. And Anshuman, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you so you can talk a little bit about Optimism Global.
Sure. Thank you very much, Hava, and thank you, Sarika and ThinkAI for giving us this opportunity to partner with you to talk about Teams and how my company is using Teams, how I see it into the healthcare industry. So once again, everyone, thank you for joining the webinar today. We are an executive search firm. We place people on full-time W-2, and one of our placement practices is in the healthcare industry. We have customers like Molina Healthcare and Kansas City Hospital, wherein I see a lot of requirements in the IT area, and people are also asking about the collaborating tool, something like Teams. So we thought that it would be a good opportunity to partner with ThinkAI, who is I think gold or maybe a even higher level partner with Microsoft, to bring to our clients details about Teams and the tips and tricks of Teams. So with that, back to you, Sarika and Hava.
Thank you so much, Anshuman. All right. In the webinar today, some of the things that we'll be covering is just a quick overview of Microsoft Teams, and then we'll be doing a demo of some of the tips and tricks of Microsoft Teams, and then we'll reserve some time at the end for a Q&A to make sure that we do our best to get all your questions answered. And then also at the end, there will be a survey whoever fills out the survey will be entered into a drawing for a $25 Amazon gift card, which we will be announcing at the end of the call. So be sure to stick around for that. All right. So what is Microsoft Teams? Essentially, Teams is the hub for teamwork in Office 365. And what that means is it's kind of the centralized application for communication through chat, through video and voice meetings, calling, and it's a centralized hub for a lot of applications within Office 365. What that means is that collaboration is built in with deeply integrated Office 365 apps. These are things like Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Word, all of the typical Microsoft applications that you're used to using. All of those are built in and easily integrated with Teams. And we'll kind of walk through a couple of examples of what that collaboration looks like on the demo. Another great thing about Teams is that it's easy to customize and extend your workflow to whatever works best for you as an individual, with third-party apps and processes easily designed to be integrated with Teams. And last but not least, you can really work with confidence with any Microsoft product because they all come with enterprise-level security, which, as we all know in this digital age, is essential, not optional. And with Microsoft, you know that you're covered with security. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the demo.
Hava, can I just take a minute in here before we start our demo? I'm very happy to have one of our clients. We recently implemented SharePoint and Teams for them. I have Bonnie today on our webinar. Bonnie, if you could tell us a little bit about your experience with ThinkAI and how Teams and SharePoint has benefited you, we would love to hear from you.
Sure. So my name is Bonnie. I work in human resources for Dermafex. We're a multi-unit med spa, and we started working with ThinkAI pre-COVID changes, and it's one of those things that has just been a constant gratitude that we did make that shift when we did, because we've been able to virtually collaborate, communicate quickly and succinctly the precautions that we needed to implement to stay open and reopen safely. There's an employee survey functionality through Teams. It's just top to bottom. It was tough to manage the changes since the pandemic, but because we already had been working towards, having a centralized intranet and using Teams, we were able to switch gears really quick and maintain collaboration and actually get better at a lot of things.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
No, we appreciate you guys a lot. It's been a remarkable experience. The professionalism, how polished everything comes out. It's just been just an incredible experience. Thank you.
Okay, hope you'll learn a trick or two more and thank us even further.
Deal.
Okay, Hava, let's go. Let's continue with our demo.
All right, fantastic. So this is what Microsoft Teams looks like. Today, I'll be going through the demo as Jeff, and Sarika will be logging in as Aaron to kind of help showcase some of the collaboration capabilities of Teams. So over here, you can see all of the teams. Each one of these lines with an icon is a team. Every member who is part of the team has access to the channels underneath each team, and this makes kind of collaborating on specific endeavors of the team easy. So one of the first things that I wanted to show is how easy it is to kind of keep track of what's been happening, what's relevant to you as you go through Teams. And one of the best ways to do that is with the activity option. This shows your feed. It keeps track of any activity that you've done on Teams, anytime one of your team members mentions you, as well as there's filtering capabilities where you can also filter by unread mentions. So if you missed anything while you're away or while you were working on something else, you can easily catch up here. And you can also filter by mentions, by replies, by reactions. So it's pretty easy to catch up if you missed anything along the way. One of the other really awesome features that I personally use a lot is the ability to save messages. So if you come across a really key piece of information or something that you need to return to later, you have the ability to click on this More Options and save the message. And that will actually, if you click on your profile photo, you'll be able to go to all of your saved messages and access them right here. So nothing gets lost in the shuffle. You don't have to spend a bunch of time searching for something that's essential. It's easy to quickly hold on to those for future reference. Another really cool feature is the ability to pin teams. So if you're part of several teams, as we are here, but you are just really working a lot in, say, pharmacy or Contoso Health, then you have the ability to actually, once you select the channel that you're working in most, you have the ability to pin this channel. And what that does is it saves it to the very top of your teams list so that it's quick access whenever you need it. So again, you don't have to go scrolling through, depending on how many teams you're part of. You never have to look for what's most important.
And I'd like to add that Hava's pin channels are going to be different from the ones that are pinned to my teams for my, ones I use the most.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. One of the next really cool features of Teams is the ability to format posts. So when you start a new conversation, you can either type a simple line and it'll just be a simple line of text, as you see pretty much right here on the screen. However, if you want to make it a little bit more formatted to really call out certain aspects of it or make it easy to read for your team members, then you can click on this format option right beneath, right with all of the other message options. And that will open up the ability to do a lot of the functions that you'll see in a lot of the word processors. You'll be able to add a subject and paste all your content here. So just as an example, I'll paste some text. This is some disinfecting procedures. So we'll go ahead and make that the subject. And then here's the body of the text. And then you can also do things like add the bulletized list, make things bold, all the usual formatting options. And then when we send this message, as you can see, anyone who wants to read it will have a very easy time seeing exactly what it's about, seeing the important parts of it that we wanted to call to their attention. So that's a really cool feature. And then at this time, fantastic. And see, there we have Aaron responded to it, and we got his response in real time.
So the idea behind formatting messages is to reduce clutter in your email box and bring all your conversations here between your team. And so anybody can go into the team posts and go in there. It's always there and can go back and refer to it. And we brought conversation from everybody's email box right here in the central location. So when you change hands, employees change hands, the information stays here within the team. And there's a tendency to lose information within email boxes in and out of organization. So this is a good feature.
Yeah, that's a great thing to point out. All right. The next feature that we'd like to highlight is actually collaboration. So Sarika, as Aaron, would you mind jumping with me to the Contoso First Hill campus?
Sure. So do you want to talk a little bit about what collaboration is and why it is so easy in Teams?
Yeah. So collaboration, we're probably, the form that we're all most familiar with is the traditional form, which is having a file, sending it over email to colleagues so that they can add their input to the file. And then they send it back to us with an updated file name so that we know that it's the latest version. And then we have to keep track of, having the latest version downloaded to our local device and being updated with the latest information from our team members. The great thing about Teams is that it eliminates all of that. So what we'll do here is this is a Microsoft Excel document. We will open it up in Teams, say edit in Teams. And what this will do is without even leaving Teams, it will open this file up for us to edit. And Aaron can log in at the same time and open the same file, and we can work on it simultaneously. And then we have, we don't have to worry about emailing the latest file. We don't have to worry about versioning or any of that. It's all real time.
Do you see me there?
Yes.
See me
there you are.
Okay. So there's me, and I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to change. Oh, okay. And then I could even converse with Hava over a conversation right here.
I see a typo here that I'm going to correct.
Okay. Okay, are we done? Think so, right? Okay, let's get out of this and let's show our let's show how the conversation stays persistent back in Teams.
All right. So we'll close out of this.
Did you click close?
I did. It's being a little slow to respond. Oh, there we go. Delayed reaction there.
Okay. So if you notice my conversation that I had with Hava, it went back to Teams on my document. And it stays there whenever I have to refer to it. Maybe I forgot some detail. I go back in there and I look, the conversation is back there. And if you noticed, within a few minutes, we connected we are on a Teams meeting. We connected, we made a few changes, and without going back and forth with all that email trail, we're good to go.
Yeah, I absolutely love this feature. It has saved me hours.
Hava and me use it a lot, and I use it with the entire team as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So another great time-saving tip is also the ability to actually take a message thread within Teams and send it over email. So say we need to send this over to someone outside of our Teams group and get their approval. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this message, and under the more options, I'm going to select Share to Outlook. And that'll pull up a little window to compose the email. You can see a preview of what's going to be sent. And I'm just going to send this to myself so that I can check it out and then forward it on. So that looks good. And we can go ahead and send. And we just got our notification. And there it is in the inbox.
Hava, can you open the email and show us how the link is still clickable within the email?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. It's not.
Yeah, it looks like the document didn't come through this time. Okay. Well, it's the
idea is that Teams message is still clickable. If there's a link, it still works within the email. It's pretty still. It's not a screenshot. It's interactive.
Yeah. Yeah. So this did give us the ability to go right to Teams, and it took us right to that message with the document. So again, it wasn't just a screenshot, and this can save a lot of time on collaboration and getting feedback and approval from decision makers. So that's a pretty awesome feature that I like to use. And then those are some of the main tips and tricks that we typically use within our team on a daily basis. Some of the other features are really awesome. Things like, and maybe Aaron, you'll be able to help me demonstrate this. Things like blurring the background during calls.
Sure. Okay. So if you see me here, Teams, some of us may or may not know the background features. In Teams, we have a blur background.
Yeah, you may need to share your screen.
Okay. So you could just see me here. Okay. I'm going to take over. How about, can you give over the screen to me?
Yes. I stop sharing.
Yes, please. Okay. So if you see me here, I'm going to use my background effects. I have, okay. So you're saying I need to show, okay. Sometimes it's tricky to show teams within Teams. So that's,
yeah.
So if I click on the three dots here, and I can select background effects, it comes here, and then I can blur my background. that blurs my background, and I change it to something like what Hava has here. So we look like a team. And then we have other fun backgrounds. And then you can also upload your own background. So this is pretty popular nowadays with the current situation. Some of you may not need it, but this is still fun to change backgrounds and experiment. It still has its charm, for some reason. Okay. So another video feature that I'd like to talk about is Microsoft Stream, which is also part. So this is a video that, say, maybe I want to share with my team. It's a training video. It's like a internal YouTube, very secure inside the organization. So I uploaded this video from maybe a vendor I got. And this is all about perioperative nurse training. And then that's my video for my team. And then if you notice on the right-hand side, this is a transcript. So this is a transcript. What that does, using Microsoft's AI technology, we're able to, the video is transcribed fairly accurately. I would say 95 to 95%, 90%, I would say. And then using this transcript, you can use to create meeting notes, training manuals, and whatever you want, meeting notes, and even record your own sessions between your team. Create action items, create meeting notes, you name it. There are lots of possibilities of using video in Teams. And so if you notice here, I have shared a video to the team as well. Just give me a second. Sure. So I've shared the link to that video here, and my team can see it. I tag my team, and they can go click on the link, and here you go. So we have a stream video. And then getting out, and then we can record a meeting like this, like you're on. Again, upload the video to Stream. It'll automatically upload it once the meeting is done. And the transcription will be ready in, it takes 15 to 20 minutes to propagate the transcription.
Yeah, but it saves so much time. I know before I was manually transcribing some meetings depending on the content, and oh my goodness, Streams has saved me so much time. So. Okay,
so do we have are we almost done with our agenda for the tips and tricks?
Yeah, that was all of the main features of the demo that we wanted to make sure we covered. We can always reserve some time at the end if anyone wanted to go back and get some specific questions answered. But those were some of the main tips and tricks that we found particularly useful for our organization. So at this time, I'd like to go ahead and move on to the survey and the questions section of the webinar. So I wanted to quickly mention that when you fill out the survey today, in addition to being entered into the drawing today for the $25 Amazon gift card, we also have a monthly raffle of an Xbox, and so you'll be entered into that as well. That won't be announced today, but the gift card will be. So go ahead. Sorry. Here's the QR code and the bit.ly link for the survey for today's webinar. If anyone wanted to go ahead and fill that out now while we answer some questions, then Sarika will be able to announce the winner at the end of the call. So while we're waiting for survey results, we'll take any questions or anything that you think we did not cover, or would you like to know if we can help.
And more so, if you have any specific question about a feature, then we can even do a one-on-one webinar type or a screen share with you to take you through that. Think AI is all about that, supporting its customer base and the transfer of the knowledge.
Thank you, Anshuman, for that.